Okay, I think I am live. And I hope I am, because damn it, I've got to adjust my settings. Let's get the... Oh, sound balance isn't quite right. Oh dear. Oh, hello, Ethan. Let's see. Apologies, this one's a bit less coherent compared to how I've been lately. Oh, was that a bit too much now? Sorry. The move to the new system has completely messed up my settings, so I'm having to get everything sorted out again. Think Dark Souls. It's like that. So third-person action survival thing, set in a sci-fi setting though. Wait, is that not showing on the freaking? Is that not? In-stream recording. There we go. That's another setting that was missing. I'm trying to work out what's not here and what is. So I might have to keep going into things as we go through this game. It's like, But anyway, yeah, might as well do the official intro. We're a couple of minutes in. So, hello there, everyone. This is AM3, and welcome to The Surge, a game which has not appeared for about a month. Just do that, right? Okay. Yeah, it stopped because, as I've mentioned in a few places, my previous system was deteriorating, and so after thinking about it for a while, I put in for a new one. But at the time, all I could do was stop recording more demanding games. Yes, hello you, Ethan. Greetings. There we go. Yes, I can type back in the chat as well. There's no escape from me, apparently. And I'm just as nuts as always. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this game has not appeared in over a month since my computer became unable to effectively record it and ate something like 3, 4 full episodes of the game. It just ate them and they were unusable, so I couldn't put them up. And so that's like 3 or 4 hours of footage missing. That's about half of the time I've been in the game in total, which has just disappeared into the night. So that's why I just said, nope, this isn't working, and I stopped. But yes, it's the Lord of the Stream in the chat. I'm kind of wondering how much of a delay there is now. Probably guessing it's about 15... Yeah, about 10-15 seconds it looks like. Not too bad. Lord of the Stream is in the chat. But yeah, up until now on my previous system, it's like I found everything absolute minimum. Just turn down everything, nuke the settings, get rid of it all. But now... Hi. This new computer is significantly better. And that's why I said this is a stress test, because this is practically one of the first games that started breaking the previous computer. So now I'm on max, and then I'll adjust this as we go until I'm happy with how stable it is in recording mode. But so far I have seen no noticeable changes. So let's get back into here. Oh, there's so much stuff that's been missed. I'm not even sure what I've shown in the videos and what I haven't at this point, because of how many episodes were lost. But it's a game I wanted to continue. It's just I wasn't willing to when I couldn't record it. But yeah, let me know if you noticed anything like frame dropping or stuff going on in the stream, or if there's settings that I'm missing. Stuff like that. I think to properly recap everything, I actually need to go back into the previous area. So let's do that.
Come back anytime.
No, go away. I hate you. Oh, hang on. I am seeing some significant frame drops. Are you getting that, Ethan? The lag seems to be quite real, as far as I can tell. Looks like I need to turn it down. Yeah, I spotted that. I was just checking to make sure the audio is still going through properly, and it is, so... Let's see, graphics. Let's drop it down to high. Okay, let's move around and see how that does. Just running around in circles now as the fast check. Okay, yeah, that is noticeably better. So, I can play it just fine on my end, but the recording is suffering a little bit, it seems. Hang on. Okay. I guess let's knock it down to medium setting, which is still actually a good bit better than it was before. It was on very low for all of it. So, yeah, I didn't know there was a be right back option for when I tab out. So let's again just do the funky. Do the funky. Slightly laggy, but I think that's again an improvement. Well, that's what this stream is for anyway, because I'm trying to get the gist of what's going on. Or trying to anyway. Let's see. And my guy just dropped his hammer, apparently. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do except try to keep going. I mean, it seems to be running okay right now. Yeah, and I've got little flashlights on my shoulders. Anyway, I'm guessing that you... Well, while I travel back to the first area,
Believe it or not,
I'm guessing that you've not seen any of the previous videos in this one, Ethan, since you asked what kind of game it is?
next stop,
Might have been before you joined the channel, actually, now that I think about it.
Assembly 3.
Yeah, okay, that is looking smooth and just fine on my stream, so... Good! No lag is very good. Yeah, I think that's been like 3, 4 full videos of this. Which way was it? This way? Oops. Yep, this way. But really, this is like Dark Souls, but sci-fi setting. Yeah, before you joined, oops, he nearly got me. So basically, you're in some kind of cyber augmentation program for... This way, yes. Oh, I am seeing frame drops again. Okay, seriously. Trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Maybe it's something to do with CPU loads.
Puff and you can puff.
Go away. Right. Yeah. Nothing cures enemies like a giant hammer.
This is not a scheduled break time.
I know, but I'm here to save because it's a place. Right, there we go. Seems inconsistent. Hang on. Typing back in. I've done something to improve it. Yeah, technical difficulties. Well, actually, that sums up the game entirely. Actually, technical difficulties, because basically you wake up in this game. You come in, you're disabled. You get hardwired with implants, but they forgot to use a sedative on you, and then you wake up in a junk heap with a small robot trying to disassemble you. So, yeah. On the plus side, you're no longer in a wheelchair because you can walk. So, but as far as I can tell from what I've worked out so far, significant time has passed since then. So, yeah. Again, apologies for technical difficulties and all that, but this is the point of this stream, really. Just trying to work it all out. How is it coping now? Because okay, I have got spare capacity on my CPU now. My FPS is running, according to this, constantly at 57 to 60 FPS. I'm looking at my stream and it's now not seeing any kind of lag going on. Let's kill this guy and find out. There we go. Easy as pie. Unfortunately, the chat is blocking my HUD slightly, so I've got to move that. I've just realised. Move you down here. Just a bit. So you're not blocking my HUD. There we go. Yeah, that's why I put stress testing. Normally I go AM3 is streaming, then the game, and then some kind of caption about it. In this case, yeah, stress testing. Plus there's the fact there was no content yesterday as well, so, you know. I spent all of yesterday basically getting the system bedded in and updated, and downloading all of the stuff that I need to get that back down onto it. Like, I've got most of the games I need, and stuff like that. Oopsie daisy. Okay, is that done? Now I'm watching the playback on that, and it looks just fine. Okay, I think I've got the settings cracked. Huzzah! So, I can begin properly and start the recap. Basically, this is all about a project. This entire facility is dedicated to a project about... Whoops. A project for helping the world heal nature and all that kind of thing. So it's really, really optimistic kind of stuff. And so to help it do that, and to help people get organised and things like that, and to also become more capable, they implant you with equipment. Let's actually de-equip all of this. I think. How do I do that? Oh, right, okay, yeah. Okay, I can just strip it all off. Okay, strip it all off. I'm getting naked for the stream. Huzzah! There we go. Click, click, click. Right. Nice. But yeah, this basic black rig is a basic powered exoskeleton, which is also linked by a neural adaptation in the back of my head. So let's walk up to a wall so you can see that. So there you go, that's like that. It's in all the place. But you can see some of the staining around where it's gone in, because basically, to get this thing worked, this is grafted onto my person's body. But then the first thing you get saying something might be wrong here is when the system goes, sedative administered, installing augmentations. But then your character is like, eyes open in shock, and it's like, wait, no, something's wrong. I have not been sedated. And it's like, and then it just starts drilling all these bits into you. So that's how you get augmented, kids. You get augmented with a lot of pain and faulty programming or something. Also, I got hit. I didn't realise. Hang on. I need to use a health booster. Click. There we go. Right. So then you just wake up here in this pile of corpses. And this is where the game starts. And that's why I come back here. You literally wake up right here with a single robot trying to take your exoskeletal rig off you. And you fight it off by picking up a... Well, I've still got it, actually. Yeah, you pick up this... You pick up a broken piston and then whack the people with it. And that's how you start the game. So, yeah. Oh, nostalgia. This is back where the series started. And of course, it's a tutorial and it's got really basic enemies and stuff like that. But basically, this is all spare scrap and stuff from the parts. And this is the tutorial area as well. But you see, there's lots of things here. It's all wrecked. It's all just thrown away. It's not fitting the narrative that you are here to save the planet. That kind of thing. This is going to turn into a flipping recap stream, isn't it? Wow. So yeah, defeat your enemies, get your scrap, which is like souls in Dark Souls. And then keep on pushing forward. Keep on pushing forward as it teaches you how to do things, like this one is hold Q to block. So there we go. You're dead. Haha. And then you can slowly start to dismember enemies and gather the pieces of their equipment and things and the weapons if they've got one you haven't had. So that's how I've got a whole bunch of extra weapons, like I've got a chainsword, I've got an electric cutter, some various bits and pieces like this. You can upgrade things as well, things are different tiers, so it's got a crafting element to it as well. Which I like. But right, I've got into the hammer, which is really heavy impact, but it's very slow. But so it tends to annihilate things, really. Not good for salvaging parts, but really good for just whacking things. And then let's re-equip my gear, because you do get a set bonus if you've got all your gear of the same brand. So there we go. I've got all that. And... why does it tell me that? I know it tells me that somewhere. That I've got a set bonus. Oh wait, no, I haven't got the body equipped, of course. There we go. Now, where was it? I've got all body gear equipped. It should be in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Specs. Gear bonus. Full set of Lynx gear grants increased attack speed while at or near full health. So, if I don't get hurt, I can move and hit faster. So, huzzah. Always better, especially on a slow weapon. But then, individual pieces of gear, if I press T here, as you can see, it's got resistance to 4 damage types. It's got a few bonuses on it and things like that. So, the defensive stats and things improve as they go up, though the bonuses don't. But now I can compare it to one of my other things, like this is my latest acquisition, a Scarab headgear. It makes my drone consume more energy, and it consumes a little bit more power, but it's got overall better defense. But then I've got things like this as well, the Rhino gear, which is very high defense, high stability, but it has different damage modifiers, so less damage versus armor, more damage versus unarmored parts of your opponent, which I'll get to in just a second, because this is whole recap, and it's me getting myself refamiliarized with the game as well, so that's why I'm kind of doing it, because I've not been on it in a while. So let's get the chainsword out, shall we? chainsaw. Here we go. Well, actually, technically it's a vibro cutter, but you know, looks like a chainsaw. Okay, crafting station. This is just you can make all your stuff here, and you can upgrade them here as well if you've got the parts. But higher marks require more bits and pieces. Ooh, I can afford to get a better headpiece. Can't upgrade that because I haven't got any Mark III alloy parts yet, which is one of the missteps of this game, I think. The fact that they require... I mean, what is a Mark III alloy thing? I don't know at all. Then there's also things like this, the Yosuke butterfly. Anyway, not going to do anything just there. Instead, I'm going to go into the med bay. And I'm going to bank my scrap. So that's scrap that I've saved, and it can't be lost if I get killed. Though, of course, it does drop it like it does in Dark Souls, and I have to get back to it, that kind of thing. But I can spend scraps on those parts and things you saw just a moment ago, or I can spend it to boost my core power, which gives me more... well, increases my core ability so I can mount more expensive things. And it also acts as a kind of gate, because various bits and pieces are locked behind a core-powered gate. You overload the gate, you can go through, and there you go. Actually, I'm going to just make the chat a bit smaller here. There we go. Okay. So right now I'm a level 35. But the other thing you do here is implants, which is all sorts of modifiers for your rig. I'm just going to go back through and unequip and re-equip everything because I picked up some more stuff, and I said it's a while since I played, so let's do this. I've unlocked extra slots because of getting my level. If I hit level 45, I get an extra implant slot again. Let's see, there's some of these which are hardwired, some of them are soft, hot swap, and I think there's a special injection type as well. But hardwired stuff I can only change in here, and they modify how my character moves and does things, basically. Hot swap I can swap out for other hot swap components whenever the heck I like, because, you know, just yank a chip out. It's like USB plug and play, basically, but using your body and brain instead of a computer. And then there's some which are... where are they? Prismatic... yeah, the injectables. These have limited charges. You restock them by coming back here, or sometimes you'll pick up charges off enemies when you kill them, so there is that. Ooh, I've got a Mark III Vital Boost, apparently. I don't remember when I got that one, but... oh, it's only worth +4 hit points. Oh yeah, I think I remember getting that one in the last episode that actually aired. That was like 4 hours or so ago in terms of game time play. I don't know. Let's get my health modules installed first, I guess. What I like to do is I like to have vital injectables in vital injection. You get this one from the start. It gives me 90 health flat in restoration, and I've only got 100 health total, so it's a big, basically almost heals me. But it's an injectable, it's got 3 charges on it. So that's that. So I use that as an emergency healing kind of thing. And the other thing I've just settled into doing is I use... well, I've got another healing injectable here, which is pretty similar in performance, but it's easy to fit and it restores over time, like a regen effect. I don't tend to do that, but it restores the same amount for less power, but it just takes a while to happen. Well, if I'm getting hits, I want to use the emergency thing like then and there, so that's why I use that one instead. I've not found a use for the plasmic regenerators, to be honest. But the other one I use is Medivoltaic Injector, which restores a small amount of health, and it's more expensive for me to fit, but instead of using charges, it actually saps my built-up energy gauge, which is this one here. So it draws from my power supply and basically just shocks me into going, oh, hey, I'm okay, please don't shock me anymore. Well, I guess you could call it electrocution therapy or something. I'm not entirely sure, but somehow it heals me, and I accept that, so that's my healing equipment. Then I like to have a lot of energy, to be quite honest. At least that's how I've settled in, because I've got things like... this one restores health if I perform a finishing move, so that's another restoration thing, but it relies on me performing finishing moves consistently. With hard-hitting weapons, that's actually difficult, but I want to harvest some more parts, so I'm actually going to install that one. Then let's go for some energy boosters. This one boosts my energy capacity. This one makes my energy decay less rapidly. And this one reduces flat out how much energy I need to do things. And this one increases how much energy I get. So yeah. Energy, think of energy like a... since I mentioned talking about it, energy is like a combo gauge in various games and things like that. So basically, if I hit something, I get a bit of energy back from it. Different weapons give different amounts, and that also is roughly correlated to how hard they hit as well. So hard-hitting weapons, they do a lot more damage, but they also gather more energy from it, so that's helpful. Though that said, the damage scales up more quickly than the energy you get, so it can be a bit tricky sometimes. Let's see, I'm going to get more energy. I'm going to get reduced energy cost for using abilities. I'm going to get reduced energy decay, because it's like a combo gauge, as I said. Or a heat up gauge if you played Devil May Cry, stuff like that. So if I don't manage to hit things for a while, it just bleeds away and becomes useless. I can't save it. But that upgrade means I keep it longer. Let's see, I can get a flat out hit point upgrade. I can see enemy health gauges. So yeah, seeing enemy health gauges is an option here. It doesn't cost you anything to have it, but it takes up an implant slot, so that's a bit of a bad thing. Yeah, let's keep that actually. There we go. And that's my implant set. So, hooray! Let's go and chop up some dudes now, because I think that's what's next on the agenda.
Happy to help.
No, you're not. False cheer from the AI system. Anyway, this is an abandoned factory complex kind of place. So, it used to be really big and doing things, but well, when I joined, everything was shiny and new, and then after you get the implants put in and you wake up, it's all really run down. So that I think there's been a massive time skip in there somewhere, but I just don't know what's happened there. Anyway, moving on. Let's go and murder some things. You saw me beating up bots as I ran around, because those guys are really small, really fast, so they catch up really easily. But they are pretty weak. Most of the guys, though, you saw me dodge these because I was just trying to go places. It's like people like me, in rigs like me, except they're kind of like cyborg zombies, I think is the best way to put it. This guy's dead because this is the tutorial guy. Locked on, use mouse wheel up and down in direction to target enemy body parts. So, yes, but first I have to get him off the ground. There we go. So I can target different parts of his body. And he's going to stand there. All the others are going to try and kill me. He's not until I actually go and hit him first. So armoured parts, if you remember, my modules had bonuses for and against doing damage to armour versus unarmoured. So unarmoured, fine. There just isn't any rig pieces there, but armoured means there's a rig piece. And if I kill it, I can get a wrecked rig piece and possibly salvage it for materials. And if it's one that I don't have, then it's one that I can just... I gain the schematic for it, and then I can craft it for myself. So, yeah. I've already got all the pieces this guy has, though, so I'm just going to attack his body. Like. And, yeah, I'm too powerful. Ow! Ah. I just stretched my leg out and kicked something under the table. Ow! Oh, there wasn't normally something there, but this computer's a different shape from my last tower. Ow. Ugh. Ooh, that stings. Sorry, didn't mean to start complaining. It's like, it's just a different shape under there now, and I'm still trying to get used to it. Anyway, different weapon. Let's switch back down to my piston here. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Attack unarmored army parts to do more damage, but you can't really salvage it. But if you flat out murder them without doing a finishing move, it doesn't really matter too much. You can't get the parts for it. Okay, there we go. And finishing move. Hello, chop. Cut him in half with the severed piston head. And immediately drops it. You see, I targeted his body, so it's dropped a Link's body gear. So I picked that up. I've already got it, so I don't get the schematic. But when I go back to the crafting station, that will be broken down for component parts. This is the first area, so he's only going to give me Mark 1 parts, but yeah, that took a while to kill him, though. Let's get this guy out. Hello. And I just brutally tore his head off. Yay! Ah, I remember how satisfying this game can be, but it's also kind of grisly too. Actually, since I'm messing around in... Oh yeah, he leaps me. But of course I've got that thing which recovers some of my health whenever I do a... Oop, there he goes. You're dead, mate. And the rest of them just catches fire for some reason. I don't know. Let's switch down to... I never really gave the butterfly a chance because I just got horribly murdered. Let's try it now that I'm a little bit more quote-unquote experienced. Oh yeah, he's seen me. Let's go for his leg. Oops. Yeah, my main problem with the butterfly is it just does so little damage, you have to keep hitting him. And it's like, ow. You're at massive risk. There we go. Anyway, let's see. Going back over this again. Different weapon types have their own movesets and scaling. So I don't have very good twin rig proficiency with these two things. Twin rig means it's mounted both arms onto my actual exoskeleton thing. Then there's a single rig like this one, which is just mounted on one side. So that's got different proficiency on it. But there are multiple systems in each one. Like I've got two one-handeds here, the piston and the cutter. And I've got two single rigs, the Pax Imperator and... Oh, are you going, Ethan? Okay. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to bore you. But yeah, crossed out is in like 2 and a bit hours, I think. Something like that. Doubt there, I'm not sure why. The heck? I must have clicked somewhere I wasn't meant to. Removing old version, please wait. The heck is going... I have no idea what it's doing, at all. Okay, anyway. Something's weird's going on. Is the stream still